Africa, is the second largest continent in the world, and is home to the second largest mammal, the African elephant. However, sadly, their numbers are diminishing to the point of near extinction. At the beginning of the 20th century, there was around 3 to 5 million African elephants, but now, there are around 415,000. If the rate of poaching continues to increase, it is possible that you could see their extinction in your lifetime, as they are predicted to go extinct by 2020. The ivory trade is booming. It pulls in a whopping $20 billion a year. In the span of 2 years from 2004 to 2006, the price of ivory quadrupled from $200 per kilogram to $850 per kilogram. There has been a general increase in the sales of illicit items, for example, coral, snakeskins, Tibetan antelope, chiru, and other animal products. The demand for ivory has increased dramatically in countries like China, the United States, and Japan. Criminal syndicates have capitalized on the globalization of legal trade by taking full advantage of the modern commercial developments, thus making it harder to track. They do this by using multiple shipments to intermediate countries prior to their shipment to Asia. It is estimated that only 10% of all ivory trade is caught. However, recently some large volumes of ivory have been seized in Singapore, Malawi, Hong Kong, and Cameroon. The seizures consisted of hanko shells, tusks, and ivory chips. A recent study was conducted that could combat poaching and aid in the conservation of African elephants. The study looks at the DNA in the seized ivory. It bases its theory on a population of animals that are in close proximity, tend to share similar genetics compared to a population that is from far away. The seized items had to be categorized before they could undergo sampling. Firstly, the tusks were categorized by their external features and common markings, such as carbon marking. From each category, a sufficient amount of samples were used. Next, the hankos were packaged and grouped based on their diameter. Once grouped, 1 out of every 100 was sampled. And lastly, the hanko shells are sampled randomly. Once the samples undergo DNA analysis, they are cross-referenced with reference samples which consist of animal tissue and scat samples from known African elephant populations in the savanna and forest regions in sub-Saharan Africa. The results of the study show that the seized hankus and hanko shells from Singapore and Malawi mostly originated from savanna elephants around a remote region of Zambia. The tusks from Hong Kong and the ivory chips from Cameroon originated mostly from forest elephants, located around the southern region of Gabon. Some of the study shows that it can break down criminal networks by sharing data with local authorities and NGOs to help pinpoint poaching hotspots, take control of their elephant conservation, and prosecute those who are involved in the illicit activity of the ivory trade. Advancements in DNA analysis will avoid the extinction of the African elephant.